squatting situation plaguing settlements across the country. The promised faith-based tours have kicked off, and junior achievers have completed this year's round of exercises.
From the PTV Broadcasting Headquarters in Providencial is your #1 source for news. I'm Erica Penales, delivering the latest from across the country. This Friday newscast right to your door. Newswatch starts now.
It seems property owners have grown weary of the squatting situation plaguing settlements across the country, especially those who are experiencing the issue firsthand. Take a look.
Newswatch is told that the owner of this property, upon simply having enough, issued a warning to the dwellers of these illegal structures to remove their belongings and find shelter elsewhere, as he was reclaiming his property and all illegal structures on it would be demolished. PTV could not confirm whether the warning was issued in writing. However, the owner of the property, we are told after some time of contemplation, made good on his promise and called in the bulldozers. In this video, the unstable wooden crate structures were easily broken down by the tractor machines, as their former dwellers are seen here guarding the items and appliances which once served them inside of there, regardless of how treacherous, unsecure, and unsound safe havens they called home. The TCI has been dealing with the issue of squatting and illegal shanty towns for decades, predominantly across the communities of Five Keys, South Dock, Q-Town, and Blue Hills, and members of the House of Assembly and district representatives made mention of the issue just recently.
Mr. Speaker, I would like to touch briefly to the rapid growth of illegal communities that are expanding daily. I want my people of Wheeling to know publicly that I have addressed this matter with the government directly, as well as other stakeholders, because this is fast becoming a national security problem, not just an immigration problem.
That was Honorable Kyle Knowles, who was supported by Honorable Randy Howell in requesting that government find some resolve to the plaguing issue.
The construction of shacks and the resulting shanty towns is degrading to the communities. It's negatively impacting property values and is frustrating taxpayers, simply with a general sense that their cries are not being heard. Therefore, I'll say whatever our efforts are to fight these growing problems must be fast-tracked. Mr. Speaker, we've heard of discussions regarding ways and means of eradicating these problems. And I'm aware of the lengthy process to be endured, but I find it necessary to make an urgent plea to the departments to act swiftly on behalf of the people of Blue Hills. It is getting scary out there.
Undocumented persons are usually the dwellers of these inhumane structures, with a motive to remain below the radar of detection in order to avoid capture, deportation, and or prosecution.
Promised faith-based tours have kicked off with Honorable Josephine Connolly and team traveling to the Twin Islands. Take a look.
The Honorable Josephine Connolly, Minister of Religious Affairs, commenced a faith-based initiative tour last Sunday in the Twin Islands at the Middle Caicos Community Center early in the afternoon, and then later at the Horse Stable Beach in North Caicos during the evening hours. The Faith and Religious Affairs meeting is seeking to increase engagement between Christian and political leaders to ensure that the views of the Church are considered on all national decision-making initiatives. The meetings were well attended by members of the clergy, who expressed their concerns and how glad they are to support the initiative that will hopefully address the social ills of the TCI communities and have a greater impact on the country's children and young people. Speaking to the launch of the tour, the Honorable Connolly says it is her government's intention to foster a closer relationship between the clergy and political leaders to ensure that the views of these ecclesiastical bodies are considered. She says the members of the clergy were pleased with her ministry's goals and proposed initiative. She and her team got feedback on how the proposed initiative can be successful and long-standing. She notes that religious leaders are often the first point of contact for people, and therefore it is important that they not only have a seat but a voice at the table of decisions. The minister says she looks forward to continued engagement with the clergy on the other sister islands. That would be South Caicos, Grand Turk, Salt Cay, and Providenciales. The faith-based initiative tour continued on Thursday in South Caicos at the New Testament Church. For PTV News Watch, I'm Delana Alves.
Don't go anywhere. More News Watch when we return.
This is a reminder that all PTV service accounts are due on the first day of each month. Accounts should be brought up to date by the 28th of the month to avoid disruption in service. Payments may be made on our office at Stubbs Diamond Plaza, Providenciales, Mides Plaza, North Caicos, and Airport Road in South Caicos. Payments may also be made online using Scotiabank, CIBC First Caribbean Bank, and Royal Bank of Canada. Please allow 3 business days for online payments to be processed. We thank you for your cooperation.
Welcome back to Newswatch. Junior achievers have completed this year's round of exercises and last weekend were rewarded for their hard work during an awards ceremony at the Beaches Resort and Spa. Here are the winners.
Last Saturday, February 5th, 8 groups of high school students faced off against each other in an all-day session of company presentations, ending in a vigorous question and answer segment that tested their knowledge of their businesses and their ability to think on their feet. The students are all part of last year's Junior Achievement Program, which is a non-profit organization that gives students aged 7 to 19 years the opportunity to run their own business. On Saturday night, the students filled the West Caicos conference room at the Beaches Resort and Spa for an awards ceremony.
We are so excited for this celebration, all right? I know that we're all dressed to the nines this evening, but we want you to relax and enjoy your time here tonight because these achievers have worked hard. Please give them a round of applause. Anyone in here that is not in the program currently is a past achiever? Raise your hand. So 2 of us. If you've been a part of the program, then you know that you can lose a whole lot of hair. You can lose fingernails. It can be quite an experience because it takes a lot of sacrifice, it takes dedication, and it takes you into areas unknown. And so I'm sure that I can speak on their behalf tonight when I say that they are just so glad that the presentations this morning are over. Am I right? That's right. All right, because when I tell you that we were here for quite a few hours today, they presented to the panel of judges. The judges asked them every question they could think of. They tried to catch them off guard. It didn't work. Our achievers did an outstanding job, and so we want to say, first and foremost, again, echoing everyone else that told this to you today, we're very, very proud of you, and you should be proud of yourself.
Over the past 5 months, the young achievers worked hard, building companies and creating products that would solidify their entrance into the entrepreneurial world. And Saturday evening, they found out just how well they did. Several awards were presented to the students and their teams for various categories. The most profitable company went to the team from the Lewis Garland Thomas High, which was sponsored by Beaches Resort and Spa. The most innovative product went to the team from the Raymond Gardner High. They were sponsored by Como Pirate Key. The best trade show presentation went to the team from the Wesley Methodist, sponsored by The Strand. Best final presentation went to the team from the Edward Garland Youth Center, and they were sponsored by Do It Center. Third place for the most outstanding company went to the team from the Lewis Garland Thomas High. Second place for the most outstanding company went to the team from Wesley Methodist, and the first place prize for the most outstanding company went to the Edward Gartland Youth Center. Honorable mention was made of the team from the Maranatha Academy. Special presentations were also given for Best Impromptu Speaker and an award for the company that had the highest growth through their social media platforms. Minister of Education, the Honorable Rachel Taylor, brought brief remarks to the students during the ceremony, and Angela Musgrove, chairperson of the JATCI, gave a review of the year and a charge to the students.
So as we close out this JA year, we want to continue to recognize the importance of synergies between our public sector. We have here with us the Minister for Education, Honorable Rachel, and the support of the Ministry and the Department of Youth Affairs contributing to the Junior Achievement Program. We actually have one of the members from the department who sits on the Junior Achievement Board. The support of the public sector through the TCIG, the support of the private sector through our corporate companies. We recognize that the synergies between the public and the private sector in ensuring that our students have a well-rounded education can never be understated or underestimated. We have been charged to ensure that these young persons who we are charged to mold must be at the forefront of everything that we do. We have to be able to work together to ensure that they get the kind of support that we need so that our society gets the kind of young leaders that it needs to progress.
The Junior Achievement TCI organization is now preparing for the next initiative for 2022, and they are encouraging all to stay abreast of what is to come as they continue to pour into the lives of the country's youth. For PTV News Watch, I'm Delana Isles.
In this next story, we take a look at some notable takeaways from the ministerial statement of Honorable Rachel Taylor as the country anticipates an update on the fifth phase of the school's reopening process. Take a look.
Students will return to face-to-face learning as of February 14th in keeping with the fifth phase of the reopening of schools. According to a government press release disseminated today, February 11th, all students will return to the classroom. This comes as no surprise as the minister hinted to the announcement earlier this week in the House of Assembly.
Mr. Speaker, we anticipate the possible return of all our children to full face-to-face classes. We deepen our resolve to put our children on a path to success. And may I say to the parents that you will be hearing from us by Thursday of this week as it relates to phase 5 of the reopening of schools.
Officials are optimistic that COVID-19 numbers will continue to decline.
We are very grateful, Mr. Speaker, that the numbers have lessened as it relates to the COVID-19 cases. We are down in the low 100, about 116 to date, Mr. Speaker. So therefore, that looks very possible for our face-to-face reopening of school for phase 5 on Monday of next week.
Officials also wanted to encourage parents to gear up for the registration for the new academic year 2022-2023 to open on March 1st. The registration process will be carried out online. Calling it big talk, she also enthusiastically mentioned a memorandum of understanding between the TCI and Hamilton University, who will introduce the TCI to a new education tourism arrangement through a review and address of the health and educational needs of the TCI.
I am pleased to inform this Honorable House that Cabinet has approved a memorandum of understanding between the Turks and Caicos Islands government and a local homegrown Turks and Caicos Islands company to support the establishment of the Hamilton University School of Medicine in these islands. Mr. Speaker, Hamilton University will be established as purpose-built, state-of-the-art, technology-based facility that would cater to the delivery of high-quality medical education and medical services to the people of the Turks and Caicos Islands.
The university is expected to accept its first batch of medical students by the spring of 2024. Additionally, officials say the National Stadium following refurbishment works is slated to reopen to the public in March. The Labor Department also partnered with Rock House TCI Grace Bay Resorts to host a job fair that saw scores of persons lined up in search of steady employment on Thursday, February 10th at the Gus Lightburn Sports Complex.
Don't touch that remote. We'll be right back. Coming up next is your weather forecast.
This is a reminder that all PTV service accounts are due on the first day of each month. Accounts should be brought up to date by the 28th of the month to avoid disruption in service. Payments may be made on our office at Stubbs Diamond Plaza, Providenciales, Mides Plaza, North Caicos, and Airport Road in South Caicos. Payments may also be made online using Scotiabank, CIBC First Caribbean Bank, and Royal Bank of Canada. Please allow 3 business days for online payments to be processed. We thank you for your cooperation.
Of the Provo Premier League is drawing closer. The second half of the season, dubbed the Clausura, will see 7 teams roughing it out for the title. Once again, the SWA Sharks are the team to watch, but in the past, they faced tough competition from Blue Hills FC, the Apertura winners, and Teachers FC. The Clausura will take the same format as the Apertura. Games will be held at 6 p.m. and 8 p.m. on Saturdays and 6 p.m. on Sundays at the TCIFA Academy behind Graceway IJ Supermarket. It all kicks off on February 26th with Eagles FC and Teachers FC taking it to the field first at 6 p.m. on Saturday. Then at 8 p.m., SWA Sharks once again face the Blue Hills FC for a match whose winner will be anyone's guess. Then on Sunday, February 27th, 2022, it's Beaches versus Flamingo FC. The league breaks on March 27th, giving the teams enough time to rest and regroup before the 4th round of competition season begins on April 16th, 2022. For your Sports Authority, I'm Alik Harvey.
Here is your 3-day weather forecast. Grand Turk on Saturday, mostly sunny skies, high 80, low 75, winds east-southeast at 20 to 30 miles per hour. On Sunday, mostly sunny skies, high 80, low 75, winds east-southeast at 15 to 25 miles per hour. On Monday, mostly sunny skies, high 80, low 74, winds east-southeast at 10 to 15 miles per hour. For South Caicos on Saturday, mostly sunny skies, high 81, low 75, winds east-southeast at 20 to 30 miles per hour. On Sunday, mostly sunny skies, high 80, low 75, winds east-southeast at 15 to 25 miles per hour. On Monday, mostly sunny skies, high 80, low 74, winds east-southeast at 10 to 15 miles per hour. North and Middle Caicos on Saturday, mostly sunny skies, high 83, low 74, winds east-southeast at 15 to 25 miles per hour. On Sunday, mostly sunny skies, high 81, low 75, winds east-southeast at 15 to 25 miles per hour. On Monday, mostly sunny skies, high 80, low 74, winds east-southeast at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Parrot and Pine Key on Saturday, partly cloudy skies, high 81, low 74, winds east-southeast at 20 to 30 miles per hour. On Sunday, mostly sunny skies, high 80, low 74, winds east-southeast at 15 to 25 miles per hour. On Monday, mostly sunny skies, high 80, low 74, winds east at 10 to 15 miles per hour. And on Providenciales, Saturday, partly cloudy skies, high 81, low 74, winds east-southeast at 20 to 30 miles per hour. On Sunday, mostly sunny skies, high 80, low 74, winds east-southeast at 15 to 25 miles per hour. And on Monday, mostly sunny skies, high 80, low 74, winds east at 10 to 15 miles per hour. The sun will rise at 6:22 a.m. and set at 5:57 p.m. High tide 10:41 a.m., 11:12 p.m. Low tide 4:34 a.m. and 4:54 p.m. That's it for the weather forecast. We'll be right back with more News Watch.
Here at People's Television, we're more than just your leading news and entertainment services. We are
spreading the gospel.
We are breaking barriers.
We are preserving the culture. Each one, teach one.
We are committed to excellence.
We're creating change.
We are creating memories.
We are the future.
I am PTV.
I am PTV. I am PTV.
I am PTV.
We are PTV.
We are continuing the legacy. We are PTV.
The Turks and Caicos Hotel and Tourism Association is celebrating its 30th anniversary. Our Alik Harvey brings us the details.
For the past 30 years, the Turks and Caicos Hotel and Tourism Association has proudly served the TCI. Yesterday, the association celebrated by hosting a live Zoom call to let everyone know how excited they were about some giveaways and events that they have on offer. CEO of the TCHTA, Stacey Cox, shared what reaching the 30-year milestone meant to her and reflected on the history of the organization.
This is a huge opportunity for me. I see this as a historical journey, getting in the cracks and crevice of the things that has built the Turks and Caicos Hotel and Tourism Association, by extension, the Turks and Caicos. It gives me an opportunity to really appreciate those who were before me in this role. I remember many years ago, the person in Mr. Caesar Campbell. He was in this position and he has taken this association to new heights. And as I am able to sit in the seat right now, I have seen the amazing work that has been done through the association. And with big shoes to fill after Mr. Campbell left, I'm just hoping that we all, as a part of the Turks and Caicos Hotel and Tourism Association, would leave a legacy, not just for our members, but for the entire Turks and Caicos Islands, to appreciate all that we've done and all that we continue to do in the community.
To mark their 30th anniversary, the TCHTA has a variety of fun-filled activities planned to give back to the community and environment.
As we celebrate our 30th anniversary, we are going to be rolling out a series of initiatives to memorialize this important milestone. We'll take a look back, paying tribute to industry stalwarts and reconnecting with key players in the association history. And we'll continue our sustainability program and plan 30 trees in collaboration with the Tourism Club, the ECR, and the National Trust. TCHTA members have pledged 30 outstanding prizes from the community, which will be awarded through trivia games, treasure hunts, and social media activities. And Turks and Caicos, get ready for some fun challenges to win yourself some hotel stays, dinners, day passes, spas, visits, and much more.
James McAnally, general manager of Beaches, Turks, and Caicos Resorts, Villages, and Spa, had the pleasure of announcing the first of 30 prizes that the TCHTA has on offer this year. It comes in the form of a day pass to the all-inclusive resort. He added that to be put in the running for these 30 prizes, there are 6 steps that you need to take.
So the rules are that there's 6 of them here. Okay, so stay with me. First rule is that you have to follow 3 TCHTA social media accounts. So Sonia, I'm going to ask you have to let people know what those accounts are. All right. You then have to post pictures at 3 allied member businesses.
I hate to leave you so soon, but of course, you can join us right back here every weekday at 6:30 p.m. and tap into our social media platforms at www.ptv8tci.com. I'm Erica Pinales, keeping you informed, updated, and affiliated. Until next time.